gonna be a story time because everyone's been asking me this question on how I found out I was pregnant with my firstborn and how did I tell my mother. My PTSD is gonna kick in. For my chismosas and my chismosos, get your snacks and get your drinks. It's gonna be definitely a story to tell. I was 16 when I was pregnant with my firstborn, and I was dating my boyfriend for 3 months. 3 months. And mind you, we knew each other for 6 months, okay? But we dated 3 months and I got pregnant. I don't want to hear it. Don't judge. We're here to listen, not judge. So I was going through my depression because I had just lost my father. And I was going through depression because my father passed away. So I was just doing things that, you know, I would have normally never done. This is why I don't judge. Okay. And long story short, one time I was starting to have like a UTI, like I wasn't feeling good. Normally I would have UTIs because I always drink sodas, never drink agua because I didn't want to be orca. Okay. So normally they would go away on its own, or I would drink water or cranberry juice and boop, like it was gone. Well, this one wasn't going away and I was spotting and I just wasn't feeling like the normal UTI. So I told my mom, like, hey mom, like I'm not feeling good, yada yada. And my mom goes, well, we're gonna take you to my doctor, which my mom speaks Spanish, but te voy a llevar pa mi doctor. I've known this doctor since I was a baby. Like my mom's been going to this family doctor. Yeah, him. Hey, like my mom picked me up from school. We ended up going and all that noise. And I go to the bathroom and do my thing. Don't be asking me how. Okay. It just gets done. So the doctor comes in and my mom's in the room with me. Mind you, doesn't give me any time to run or move and says, oh, well, señora, ma'am, tu hija sí tiene un UTI. Your daughter does have a UTI. Pero también está embarazada. She's pregnant. And the minute when I heard that mofo say that, I was like, oh, hell no. He did not give me 12 seconds to freaking run. Like, do you not know my mother? Oh, Lord. And I was like, ¿qué? Like, all dramatica. And I was like, no. Like, mom, I could never be pregnant. Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? ¿Qué dices que no estás embarazada? What do you know? And I was like, no, mom, like I can't get pregnant. Like, of course not, mom, you know. Guys, I know this sounds funny to you guys, but I swear on you guys, I was, like, I thought I was going to have my funeral soon, okay? Because that's how scared I was. I was 16. My mom was like, mira, doctor, ves? I try to be a good mom and, you know, and I'm trying to sit there and give them an education, and I've been there for her, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and look what she did, and she got pregnant, and oh my god, like, it just wasn't, like, nonstop. She goes, well, prescribe her medications. So they prescribed me medications for my UTI. On my way home, she goes, you're grounded. You cannot use the phone no more. You can't do this. You can't do that. And I was at the moment like, well, it's too late now. Keeping me away from the phone ain't gonna do nothing now, mother. But, you know, like, I didn't say nothing because, you know, I had to find a way to tell my boyfriend. Now she wouldn't let me talk to my boyfriend. My mom's like, I'm gonna drop you off at home. I'm gonna tell your sister, and I'm gonna go to the pharmacy at Walmart, and I'm gonna pick up your prescription. You cannot use the phone. You can't leave. You can't go anywhere. And I'm just sitting there like, sis, I need to use the phone. I need to tell my baby daddy. So my sister was upset that I was pregnant, and she was like, didn't you learn from me and all that stuff? And I was like, you were my example, sis. I'm just kidding. I told my sister, like, dude, I gotta call my boyfriend and I gotta tell him what's going on. So she's like, okay, well, hurry up. Mom went to Walmart to get your prescription. You got like 30 minutes, you know, figure it out. So long story short, I was calling my boyfriend at his family's house. He didn't answer. Then they finally answered and they were like, he's not here. And I was like, where the hell? Donde está? Like, I was like, I need to talk to him. I was like, it's an emergency. And anyway, so I finally found him at one of our mutual friends' house. And he was like, oh, he's here. He's been gaming all day and he's asleep. And I was like, well, wake his ass up because I need to talk to him. Answered the phone. I was like, I need you to come over here right now. Like, he's literally like a couple blocks away from me. And so he came over. I don't know why, but we had pizza that day. From where? I don't know. I don't even know if it was before I got there. After we got there, we got the pizza. Anyways, long story short, I got some pizza because the boy, damn, I always was feeding him. So that's probably why. Whatever. But yeah, I was always feeding him. So he was eating pizza and I was like, well, I need to talk to you about something. And my sister's just staring at him. And I'm like, well, I'm pregnant. And you're the father. And he was like, he was just sitting there like eating his pizza like, okay. Like, and I'm like, you're not going to say nothing? He's like, I'm still half asleep. And I was like, bro. He was just like, you know, it's your body. It's your choice. You have the decision what you want to do with the baby. If you're going to want to keep it, then I am here to support you. Any other decision, I'm still there to support you. And I was like, okay, I appreciate that. And my mom just didn't want to see him. My mom didn't want to talk to him. Eventually, my mom got over it. I was on medication for about a week. My UTI finally went away. I finally got my first ultrasound. I was like literally like 4 weeks when I found out. I think around 3 to 4 months pregnant, my mom finally came around and accepted the fact that I was pregnant and I was keeping my baby, and that my boyfriend at the time was going to stick around, and he did. He stuck around and he's still a great father. My son is now 19 years old. He's about to be 20. Graduated high school, moved out, and he's doing the best that he can with his life. But yeah, definitely was a story for me to find out I was pregnant. Had him at 17. Scared to tell my mom. And raising a child for me was not difficult because I wasn't worried about that, because I raised my nephew and my nieces like long before I got pregnant, because I have older siblings. So I already knew how to take care of kids, change diapers, feed them, yada yada yada. The only difference was that you couldn't give this one back. But other than that, like, I already knew how to be a mom and like do what I needed to do. And I love my baby, and it was a very scary situation, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. So yep, that's that story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys don't forget to like this video.